Hi everyone, good evening. Hi Anom, hello, good to see you. Hi. So, what are we going to learn today? We're going to do application writing. So, in the last class, we did notice writing. Today, we'll do application writing. Before I begin, my name is Nikita Chung, and I'm your educator for today. I'm in the final year of my MA in English, and I love teaching, I love learning, I love reading, I love writing, and as an educator on Unacademy, I hope to inspire learners towards the subject and expand their knowledge on the subject as well. And before anything else, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon of this channel. Hi, Ishan. Hello, hi. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon of this channel to get notified about everything that we're doing, okay? So, the Unacademy Plus subscription has live classes for all subjects daily, weekly quizzes, doubt solving live classes. Every fourth session is a doubt solving session, practice questions, and test series. So, I would highly recommend all of you to consider the Plus subscription. It's a great way to learn. This is a Plus and Iconic subscription. So the Plus subscription has India's best educators, interactive live classes, live tests, and quizzes, the Creative Corner. The Iconic subscription has everything that the Plus subscription has and a personal mentor, live doubt solution, parent connect, and the study planner. These are the subscription plans for both. These are the Plus subscription plans and the Iconic subscription plans. Then these are the Creative Corner subscription plans. Now the Hi Moshir, hello, hi. So the Creative Corner is a great way to go beyond your school syllabus and enhance your creative skills and learn so much more. And there's so many things to learn, right? So I would definitely recommend going for the Creative Corner subscription as well. These are the ongoing batches for syllabus completion for class 6, 7, and 8. Again, another reason to consider the Plus subscription because it is a great way to finish your portions and it's a fun way to learn with some of the best educators. Then these are the batches on English and Hindi literature, class 6, 7, and 8. Again, the final syllabus completion with some of the best educators. So, again, something to consider. These are revision batches for maths and science, class 6, 7, and 8. And these finish on January 29th. So, please enroll as quickly as possible because it's a great way to revise all your syllabus for maths and science. All right. So let's begin with this. And again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified about what's happening on our channel. Okay. So, what is an application? We're learning application writing today. And what is an application exactly? So, an application is a kind of a letter which is an application for something. So, when you want to apply for something, you write an application letter. This may include an application for leave, to participate in an event, for a job, and many more topics. And these are important as they help us convey what we wish to apply for with ease and accuracy. So, when you're applying for something, you want it to be well written, well presented. You want the person who is reading your application to consider it and to maybe grant you the permission or give you the job. So, an application must always be well written. And hi Arohi, hello, good to see you. Hi. So remember, an application is it's a very practical thing we're learning today, and it's very important to know how to write an application. So this is a sample application with the format. So we begin. So this is an application for leave written by the student, right? So in the beginning, we start with the address of the. First, we address it to whoever. So here it's being addressed to the principal. So we address it the principal. Then we write the school name. Sorry, and then we write the date. Okay, so after the address comes the date, then we leave a one line gap and we write the subject. What is the subject? Application for leave. Then we begin with the body. Ma'am, I am in bed with viral fever, hence I will not be able to attend school for a week. I request you to grant me a leave for 6 days. I will be absent from 3rd December 2020 to 8th December 2020. Yours obediently, and then the name, class, and roll number. So in this application, you can see that it's been very politely worded. It is mentioning the days from which the leave will be taken. So the letter is being written on 2nd, if you notice, and the leave is being taken from 3rd to 8th. So remember, your application must have a synchronization. The subject and the content must also match. Never let the subject be about something else and the body about something else. It must always be in synchronization and very politely worded. And you must always keep to the format, and preferably when you're writing an application to say your principal, you must preferably mention your class and your roll number so your principal knows where you are coming from, which class you are from. This is another application, and I wanted to show this slightly in contrast in a few aspects. So first we start with the address here, and then after that we're going to the date. All right. So who is it? To the District Education Officer, Bengaluru. Then the subject goes participation in talent search competition. And then the body goes, Sir, I have come to know about a talent search competition held by you this month for students of classes 6, 7, and 8. I am a student of class 7 and have topped my class for the past 3 years. I would like to take part in this competition. Kindly send me the procedure and other information to enable me to participate. Here it's saying yours sincerely and only the name. Okay, and if you notice, again it's very politely worded, but there's one thing that is wrong about this application, and what is that? It's the fact that there's a lot of overwriting. So in the beginning, in the address, you see the 350, the 5 is overwritten, then there's a scratch on the body about the word which. So you must always make sure that your application is neatly written so it sets a good impression to the person you are applying to. So make sure to keep these points in mind while you are writing your application. It is very, very important and very crucial, not only for your exams but even when if you are applying for something later in your life. So what are the things you must keep in mind while you are writing an application? So the application should be in the correct format, of course. The application should be short and to the point. So you cannot write an application that is long and going on, because that would not appeal to the person reading it. So the person who is probably receiving the application is a busy person. Yes, there is. There is Navpreet. Um, Hi, hello. So the person who's reading it is probably a busy person and does not have the time. So if you go on and on about explaining something, the person would lose interest and maybe not even grant whatever you want through your application. So make sure it's short, to the point, attractive, so the person reads it and understands, okay, this person wants this. So make sure it should be short and to the point. Yes. So the prince here, I good question, Mushi. So here the principal, here we're only writing the principal's address. Okay, we're not writing the person who's sending their address. But here, if you notice, here we're writing the sender's address, then the date, and then the just the district education officer, Bengaluru, because it is because there's only one office for the district education officer, and it's just stating the city. Okay, so here we're including both the senders and the receivers. Okay, that's why there's a difference. So there should be a one line space though after the date. Okay, just keep that in mind. Is it clear, Moshir? Okay, great. So it must be relevant and well presented. Your application should, you of course it should be relevant and well presented. As I mentioned, the subject and the body should have. Okay, great, cool. The subject and the body must be in synchronization. The application should not have grammatical and spelling mistakes, of course, because if there are grammatical and spelling mistakes, it might firstly communicate something else which you really do not want to communicate, and secondly it sets a bad impression to the person who's actually reading your application. Then even if you are complaining, you must be polite. So sometimes you might be writing an application for, say, to replace a broken product that you've received, so you want, a better product, so maybe you write an application for that. But so here in this case you would be complaining, but you cannot be rude. You have to be polite even if you are complaining. Then you must read the information given in the question carefully. Now, this is when you're writing your exam. So, if say you are told to write an application for leave in your exam, you cannot write an application for a job. Okay, please make sure that your application is relevant to the question given to you. So, read the question carefully. While writing, make sure that the body of information is as per the information given in the question. Okay, the address of the receiver must be correct as much as you can to your knowledge. Make sure that it is a correct address and a realistically written address. And the subject of the application must always be written. Never forget a subject. This is not only for your exam, but even otherwise you must have it, because as I said, the person who's receiving it would probably be a very busy person. So reading the subject, the person would immediately come to know, okay, this is about this, so I can go on reading or not. All right, so always include the subject. While writing an application to the principal, write the address of the school only. Okay, make sure, because the principal already knows that you're a student, so you need not really write the sender's address. Okay, that's why your class roll number comes into play here, so the principal knows where you are from. All right, so is this clear? Any doubts, anyone? Any questions? I received a very good question from Moshir. Anyone else? Any questions? This is a very practical thing, so in case there are anything. Okay, no doubts. Okay, great, Moshir. Okay, so I'm assuming that everyone else is understood. If you want me to go over something, I'm ready to do that as well. But these are the main things that you must keep in mind while you're doing an application. Okay, so in that case, if it's clear, then I will move on to a quiz for today. Okay, so this is your Mentimeter. That's your code on the screen, 9976014. And again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified about everything that's happening on our channel. Okay. All right, then let's begin. And through the process, if you'll have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I would love to answer your questions. Okay, then. Okay, Purnab, you're a caterpillar. Okay. Why do we write applications? Great! This was a very simple and direct one, and I'm happy that all of you got this right. Yes, of course, it is to apply for things. Very good, class. So let's see the first leaderboard of the day. Okay, so all right. So Skids is the fastest. What's your name? You're first as well. Divya, hi, hello. You're second. Dipanshu is third. Charu fourth. Karthik fifth. Nilakshi sixth. Tweeto seventh, and Earthman eighth. Okay, all right. You're Ananya. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is the second question. The address is placed in the top right corner of an application. No, why would you all? Okay, a majority of y'all said true. So as I showed you the sample application, was the address on the top left or the top right? Okay, it was a misclick for you. Okay. Nilak, okay, but three of y'all got this right. Very good. But a majority of y'all said true. It's on the top left corner of an application, not on the top right corner. We usually align everything to the left in an application, so please keep that in mind. Only three of you got this right. All right. Okay. Okay, so there's a shift in the leaderboard. So Ananya got this the fastest, and you're the first. Dipanshu second, Nampreet third, Divya fourth, Charu fifth, Karthik sixth, Nilakshi seventh, uh, Tweeto eighth, and Ansh ninth. All right. Question number three. Even if one is complaining, one must be polite in an application. So I spoke about this. So I'm hoping everyone will give the right answer. Very good. So majority of you all said true. That's good. So two of you said false. No. You can never be rude in an application. Remember, in an application, you're always applying for something. So when you're applying for something, you of course have to be polite. You have to be nice to the person you're speaking to. And this is a very formal professional thing, right? So even if you're complaining, you must always be polite in an application. So good, at least the majority of you got this right. Good work. Okay, so again a shift, and Dipanshu is the fastest and the first this time. Ananya second, Nampreet third, Charu fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Karthik sixth, Tweeto seventh, Divya eighth, Laksh ninth, and Ansh tenth. Okay. Question number four. While writing an application to the principal, one must always include one's personal address. Okay. So a majority of you all chose the right answer, which is false, but three of you all said true. No. So as I mentioned, the principal already knows you're a student of the school, and that's why you must mention your class and roll number, and of course your name, so that the principal knows that. So you need not write in the sender's address, because of course you're the student of the school and you're writing an application, so you need not always put in the sender's address. Okay, that's why this would be false. So you need not write your personal address when you're writing a letter to your principal. A letter of application, that is. Okay, so I think there's going to be a shift this time as well. Oh wow, okay. Yes, Nilakshi, yes. No, but it's more than about personal matter. It's about the practicality. You need not really put it in because it doesn't seem practical to write it. So in that case, where the letter is coming from would be defined by your name, class, and roll number. Okay. So that's why it's very important that you include those in at the end of your letter, because that identifies who is sending it. Okay. So Dipanshu is first, Ananya second, Charu third. Nilakshi got this the fastest. Very good, Nilakshi. Karthik fifth, Tweeto sixth, Nampreet seventh, Laksh eighth, Divya ninth, and Ansh 10th. Okay, there's been quite a shift this time as well. Okay, question number 5. An application is a kind of a letter. This is quite simple. Okay. So this time only 8 responses. Okay, great. So a majority of you chose the right answer, which is true. Yes, of course. So, and if you notice, there's a lot of similarities between the format of an application with the format of a letter, because it is a kind of a letter. It's a letter of application. But the difference between the two is letters can be used just simply to communicate, and applications are used only and primarily for the purpose of applying for something and not for anything else. So you can't keep in touch with people with applications. You have a letter of application is only for the purpose of applying for something. Okay, but it is a kind of a letter. And I'm glad a majority of you got this right. Very, very good. Yes, exactly. Very good, Nilakshi. It is like a letter. So, very good. Very good. So Dipanshu got this the fastest, first as well. Ananya is second, Charu third, Nilakshi fourth, Tweeto fifth, Laksh sixth, Karthik seventh, Nampreet eighth, Divya ninth, and Ansh 10th. Again a shift, alright. Question number 6. We write letters of application for leaves, jobs, to take part in events, or all of the above. Great. So I see all of you have answered all of the above, and that's absolutely right. We can write letters of application for leaves, jobs, and to take part in events. Great, very, very good. Yes, yes, Dilakshi. Can you all guess for what other reasons we can write an application? What are the other things that we write an application for? So Nilakshi, you got it the fastest this time again. Very good, Nilakshi. So come on, class. What other things can we write an application for? I've mentioned one type before, which is a letter of an application of complaint to replace a product, maybe. So you can write it for that. An application is basically, you can write it for any practical purpose for which you need to apply for. Okay. So if you all come up with anything, please put it in the chat box. It would be fun to discuss that. Okay, question number 7. It It does not matter if the address of the receiver is correct or not. Okay, so three of you. Very good, Nilakshi, very good. Yes, that's true. You can write an application for that. Good, Nilakshi. So three of you I saw chose true. No, you need the receiver's address to be correct, because where would the application go if it's not correct? Then it would go somewhere else, and we don't want that, right? So the receiver's address must always be correct, whether you're writing it in an exam or even if you're writing it in real life. It must always be correct. But I'm at least happy four of you, a majority, chose false, so that's great. But always remember, the address of the receiver must always be correct. Okay, so Ananya is back in the first position and the fastest. Dipanshu is second, Charu third, Tweeto fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Laksh seventh. Laksh sixth, Karthik seventh, Nampreet eighth, Divya ninth, and Ansh tenth. Okay. Exactly. No, but Nilakshi, this is the receiver's address, not the sender's address. So, where the letter is coming from, yes, of course, the sender's address must also be correct. But in the question, I was talking about the receiver's address. Okay? But great, yes, that's a very valid point. It makes complete sense. The sender's address must also always be right. Very good. Okay, so one must always include the subject in an application. It's a very simple question indeed. Great. Okay, okay. One of you said false, but good. A good number of you said true. So yes, a subject must always be included in an application. And I said this before, right? Because the person who's reading it is probably very busy, needs to know why you're writing the application, so that he or she can go further on and read or not. So the subject is very crucial in your application. It should never be forgotten. Okay, even when you're writing your exam. Okay, so the leaderboard is as it is, and Ananya is the fastest this time. So great, good Ananya. Question number 9. One may write a long and elaborate application. Yes. In informal letters, you need not always put in the subject. It's not always necessary, but in a formal letter and even in an application, you must always have a subject, Nilakshi. Okay, and yes, this is okay. It was a misclick for you. Okay, okay, Nilakshi. So this is false. Good. A majority of you all said false. It cannot be long and elaborate because, as I've mentioned earlier, you need to have it short and crisp so that the person reading it knows exactly what you are talking about and doesn't lose interest in the process of it. So the purpose of writing it is served, right? So that the person reads it, understands it, and chooses whether to grant your permission or not. So make sure it is not long and elaborate, Only include important points and make it short and crisp and well written as well. Okay, again, the leaderboard is as it is. And Dipanshu is this time the fastest. Okay, good, Dipanshu. Question number 10. The information provided in an application must be relevant and well presented. Okay, good. Okay, a majority of you got this right. Yes, of course, the information you don't have. Yes, don't worry, I'm there. I'll give you the explanation. The information must always be the information provided in an application must always be relevant and well presented. Why? Because if it's not presented well, then the person reading it loses interest, right? Like anything, anything must be presented well. It should be appealing and, of course, relevant, relevant to the subject, relevant to why you're writing it. So always make sure that it is relevant and well presented so it makes sense to the person who's reading it. Okay, so two of you said false, but not an issue. At least a majority said true. But please keep this in mind. Okay. 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 So Charu got it the fastest this time. Okay, very good, Charu. Question number 11. We may write an application to pass on a message. Oh, it was a misclick for you, Lilakshi. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, okay. All right. So make sure that make sure to remember that an application is meant only for the purpose of applying for something and yes, okay. It's good that you know that. I'm happy to know that you know that, Nilakshi. But always make sure that when you're writing an application, it should be to apply for something and not simply to pass on a message. A good number of you said true. So okay, make sure it's not to pass on a message. To pass on a message, we could say we could maybe use a letter or a message, but not an application. Okay. You're correct, Srinivas. Very good, Srinivas. Okay, so now there's a slight change in the leaderboard, and Somesh got this the fastest this time. Very good, Somesh. Charu is first now. Ananya is second. Dipanshu third. Tweeto fourth. Nilakshi fifth. Laksh sixth. Karthik seventh. Nampreet eighth. Somesh ninth. And Vesh tenth. All right. Question number 12. Yes, you are a little late, Srinivas. It's half the class is done. But at the end of this, I'll go over it again. Don't worry. The subject of the application must be in relation to the content of the application. Okay, put it in. Let's see what happens. Very good. Yes, of course. The subject must always be in relation to the content of the application. Hi, Namita. Hello. Hi. Of course, because if it's not in relation, then that it would create a confusion, right? So good. Nine of you said true and only one said false. All right, might have been a misclick, but make sure the subject of the application must always be in relation and synchronization to the content of the application. Thank you so much, Nilakshi. That's very sweet. Okay, again, there's a slight shift at the end. Which one, Sahil? Okay, so Dipanshu got this the fastest this time, and Charu is still first, Ananya second, Dipanshu third, Tweeto fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Laksh sixth, Somesh seventh, Karthik eighth, Nampreet ninth, and Vesh tenth. Okay, there's a slight shift. Question number 13. The subject is written above the address. Don't put it in the chat box, Nilakshi. Don't put the answers in the chat box. Yes, the subject is written below the address and date. Yes. Okay. So good. 11 of you got the answer right. Very good. Yes. The subject is never written above the address. It is written after the address and the date, just before the body. Okay. So one said true. Okay. That's not an issue, but just remember this, it is never written above the address. Okay. Okay, again, a slight shift towards the end. Okay. Ananya got it the fastest this time. Very good, Ananya. And okay, so Charu first, Ananya second, Dipanshu third, Tweeto fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Somesh sixth, Vesh is now seventh, Laksh eighth, Shrishti ninth, and Kartik tenth. Okay. You are Harshita. Okay. All right. Hi, Harshita. Hi. Okay. Um, Question number 14. Yes, this is for class 7th, Harshita. The date is usually placed below the address in an application. Okay, good, good. A good number of you got this right. Very good. Okay. Yes, 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 Harshita. Okay, so the date is usually placed below the address in an application. Please remember that. So it is true. All right. So those who chose false, please remember that the date is always placed below the address, above the subject. Okay. Okay. So, okay, there's quite a shift in the leaderboard now. Dipanshu is the fastest this time. Charu first, Dipanshu second, Tweeto third, Ananya fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Vesh seventh, uh, Laksh eighth, Somesh. Okay, no, Vesh sixth, Somesh seventh, Shrishti eighth. Sorry, Shrishti ninth, and Karthik 10th. All right. Question number 15. One need not end the application with their name. Okay. Good. Very good. Very good, class. Right. You must always end your application with your name, of course, because the person needs to know where the application is coming from, who is writing it. Because nowhere earlier in the application you're writing your name or any other detail apart from maybe the address. So the person receiving the application must know what your name is, and you usually put that at the end of the application, who it is written by. So, okay, good number of you chose false. Um, Yes, yes, exactly, Nilakshi. Yes, you do finish the application by name. Yes, very true. And six of you chose true. So please keep that in mind. You must always, always put, um, put your name at the end of the application to point out basically who is writing it. Okay. Okay, a small shift in the leaderboard. Okay. Laksh got it the fastest this time. Very good, Laksh. So Charu is still first, Tweeto is second, Ananya third, Dipanshu fourth, Lakshi fifth, Vesh sixth, Laksh seventh, Somesh eighth, Shrishti ninth, and Karthik 10th. Question number 16. While writing an application for a job, one must always include their credentials or their achievements. Wow, that was quick. Very good. So 10 of you chose true, 3 of you chose false. You must always put in your credentials because that is what would give your application more weightage. So, what do you mean by credentials? What you've achieved, the degrees you have, who you are. So, everything counts, okay? So, when you're writing an application for a job, you must always have these things. Because then it would interest the employer to read your application. Okay, this person has these things for me to employ this person for. Okay, so please remember that. Three of you chose false, so remember that. Okay, so while writing an application for a job, one must always include their credentials or their achievements. Okay, the leaderboard is as it is, and Dipanshu got it the fastest this time. Good, Dipanshu, very good. Question number 17. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the Menti. So, while writing an application for leave, it is unimportant to mention the dates between which the leave will be taken. Exactly, Lilakshi. Very good. Absolutely right. Very good. Yes, yes, it is false because when you're taking a leave, you are applying for a leave. You're stating that from this day to this day, I would be unavailable or I won't be able to attend school. You haven't joined the mentee, Harshita? Okay, Harshita, you can use the code 9976 014. Okay, you can use this for the mentee. So yeah, please remember that you always must mention the dates between which you are taking the leave, okay, because it's important for the person to know. So four of you have chosen true. No, you can never apply for a leave without mentioning when you are taking the leave for. We have very few left, Yoginder. Okay, great, great, Harshita. Okay, why is that, Nilakshi? Okay, okay, Sahil. All right, that's Sahil. Okay. Okay, you're Kavita. Hi, Kavita. Okay, there's again a shift in the leaderboard. So Charu is first, Tweeto is second, Dipanshu is third and the fastest. Very good, Dipanshu. Ananya is fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Vesh sixth, Somesh seventh, Laksh eighth, Srishti ninth, and Sahil 10th. You are 14th. Okay, okay, Harshita. So this is question number 18 of 22. The application letter must be right aligned, left aligned, center aligned. Okay, why? Why three for center and three for right? It is always left aligned. It is never right aligned, okay? It is always left aligned. Please remember that because that's how the format is. Um, it was a misclick again for you. Okay, even for you, Harshita. Okay, but good. Okay, seven of you have chosen left aligned, which is absolutely right. Good work. Good choice. So yes, it is left aligned. Wow, okay, so there are three fastest this time. So Charu is the fastest, Dipanshu fastest, and even Ananya fastest. Very good. Okay, so Charu is still first, Tweeto is second, Dipanshu third, Ananya fourth, Nilakshi fifth, Vesh sixth, Somesh seventh, Laksh eighth, Srishti ninth, and Sahil 10th. Okay, good work, class. Question number 19. An application letter is sent among one's close ones. Okay, good. Okay, false. Um, okay, six of you said false. Five for true. No, you never send an application among people who are close to you. You write informal letters for that, but never an application. An application is always formal in nature because you're applying for something. You don't apply for things to your mother or your father or your friends, right? So it's never sent among one's close ones. Okay, please keep that in mind. It's always, always, always formal in nature. So those of you who chose false, very good. Okay, so Ananya got it the fastest this time. Very good, Ananya. Question number 20. Wow, okay. It is preferable to include one's roll number while writing an application to the principal. It's a rather simple question, and we've discussed this before. And class, whoever's joined, please keep in mind, hit like, hit the bell icon, and subscribe to our channel to be updated with everything that we're doing. Vesh is your sister's name. Okay, okay. So that's you, Srinivas. Okay. So it is true. Very good. So 7 of you have chosen true, 5 of you have chosen false. Okay. So remember, when you're writing it to your principal, your class, your roll number, section, they all serve as identifying as who you are and where you are from, which class you are from. So it's always preferable that you include your roll number while writing an application to the principal. Okay. Okay, it was a misclick. Okay. There is a Mega Menti quiz on literature that is coming up. Um, there is a Mega Menti quiz that I'm holding. It's coming up on literature, Kavita. Okay, so Shrishti got it the fastest this time. Very good, Shrishti. Okay, we are now at the second last question, 21. While writing a letter of application to the principal, it is preferable to include one's class and section. Now, this should be very easy for you all considering the previous question. Good, good, very good. A good majority of you all chose true. Yes, it's very easy. Yes. Um, okay, only 2 of you said false. Um, but true is the right answer. You must always have your class and section in an application to the principal. It's very important. Okay, this is the last leaderboard before the final one. So let's take a look at it. Small change at the end. Laksh has come to the 9th position and Shrishti to the 10th. And Dipanshu is again the fastest. Wow, good Dipanshu. And now we come to the last and final question, okay? And I'll go over everything that I did at the beginning of the class for those of you who have joined late. After this, an application must be written in advance or at least 1 day prior to the leave taken. Oh my god, 6 for false and 6 for true. Of course it's true. How so you cannot you see you're applying for something, so it must be written in advance even if it's a day. So say you've fallen sick and you need to apply for a leave. So you can write it the day before for the next day and the days that you will not be there, maybe in school or for work. So I will for 6th. Sixth, I have my mega mentee coming up on 14th. That is coming up for 6th, yes. Okay, so keep this in mind, okay? Um it's true. It must be written in advance or at least 1 day prior to the leave taken so that you're informing the person that you will be there, that you won't be there, okay? Of course I won't, Sahil. Of course I won't. Oh, 14th is your exam. Okay. 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 So, Charu, you came first. Very good, Charu. Congratulations. Very good. Very good, Charu. Very good. You came first. That's great. Keep it up. Okay, now I'd like to go over everything once again quickly for those of you. You are 13th, Harshita? Okay, good. I'd like to go over everything once again for those of you who have joined late. Okay, so what is an application? It's a kind of a letter which is an application for something. This may include an application for leave, an application to participate in an event, an application for a job, and many more topics. And they are important as they help us convey what we wish to apply for with ease and accuracy. Then these are some sample applications I showed you all. So this is to the principal. There is no sender's address, as you can see here. Only the receiver's, which is the principal's address. Then the date, then the subject, body, and then the ending bit. Okay. A formal letter and an application. Okay, a formal letter can be used for the purpose of only communication, but an application is only meant for the purpose of applying for something. You don't use it even for formal communication as well. It's only for applications. Okay, Srinivas? Okay, Shrishti, great. Yes, I know, I saw your name on the leaderboard. Okay, and this. Okay, all right, no problem, Harshita. So this is take care, Harshita. So this is a sample application again, but here you're including both the sender's address as well as the receiver's address. Okay, and there's the date, then the subject as well. Okay, all right. Okay. So then you have the subject, then you have the body, and then here you're just ending it with yours sincerely and the name. Okay. Okay, Srinivas, and these are some things that you must keep in mind while writing an application. It should be correct in format, should be short and to the point, relevant and well presented, should not have grammatical and spelling mistakes. Even if you are complaining, you must be polite. You must read the information given in the question carefully when you're writing it in an exam, and make sure that the body of information is as per the information given in the question. The address of the receiver must be correct. The subject of the application must always be written. And while writing an application to the principal, write the address of the school only. Okay? So, right. So, I, yeah. So, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be updated with everything that we're doing here. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask me at this point. If you wish to join the plus subscription plus courses, you can use my referral code, which is at the bottom of the page, NC Live 10. Please do join the live quizzes on the Unacademy Learners app. It's available on the Play Store or the App Store, whichever one is most convenient for you. So please do use the referral code. Your homework is to write an application for a leave for a wedding. As I mentioned earlier, the Unacademy subscription comes packed with live classes for all subjects daily, weekly quizzes, doubt solving live classes, practice questions, as well as test series, so definitely something to consider. And there are some really great batches on in both Hindi and English on Unacademy. So please do download the app and start learning. Let's crack it together. And please like, subscribe, and get notified by hitting the bell icon on our channel so you're always updated with everything that we're doing. Okay? So stick around for a little while in case you'll have any questions. Okay. Any questions, anyone, at this point? Okay, then. All right, bye bye. Have a nice day. It was lovely teaching you all. You'll have been a lovely class. So keep it up. and bye bye.